I lost everything, but I refused to quit. My trading story. Most people quit trading after losing everything. I didn't. Not because I'm special, but because quitting would hurt more than continuing. I lost money. I worked for the entire month. Here in Rwanda, that kind of loss is not just numbers on a screen. It is sacrifice. It is pressure. And when my account hit zero, I just sat there, phone in my hand. No words, no anger, just silence. In that moment, I felt empty. Like all the effort, all the hope, all the late nights learning meant nothing. That was the moment I had two choices: quit forever or become stronger. My name is SHEMA. I'm not a funded trader, I'm not rich, I'm not successful yet. I'm just a young trader trying to change his life through skill, not luck. And this is the real story of how it started. My journey didn't start with passion. It started in high school in 2025. My friend mentioned trading to me. He talked about charts, money, Forex. Honestly, I wasn't interested. It sounded complicated and unrealistic. At that time, trading was just noise in the background of my life. Then I finished school in July 2025. Suddenly, I had time, and that's when everything changed. I kept seeing trading everywhere, on Instagram, on YouTube, success stories, young people making money from their phones, people traveling, people saying trading changed their lives, and I kept asking myself one question: how does this actually work? Curiosity turned into research. Research turned into obsession. I started learning every day, watching videos late at night while everyone else was sleeping, studying charts like it was homework, trying to understand why price moves the way it does, trying to learn the language of the market. Eventually, I opened a demo account, and something dangerous happened. I started winning. Trade after trade, profit after profit. It felt easy, too easy. I started thinking maybe I was naturally good at this. Maybe trading was my thing. That confidence felt amazing. But it was a trap. Because the market sometimes gives beginners small wins just to test their discipline later. After about 1.5 months on demo, I believed I was ready. I believed I was smart enough. So I deposited real money. Money I worked the entire month for. This time it wasn't practice. It was real. And I traded with emotion, not discipline. I chased trades. I entered without patience. I ignored risk management. I overtraded. I told myself I would recover losses with bigger trades. Until one day, it was all gone. I remember my last trade, gold. Lot size too big. It dropped 300 pips in minutes. I watched my account drain in real time. No dramatic sound, no warning, just zero. I remember sitting there, staring at my phone. Outside, life was normal. People were walking. Everything continued like nothing happened. But inside, everything felt heavy. I wasn't just sad. I felt like I failed myself. I felt embarrassed. I felt angry. I felt lost. That money wasn't just trading money. It was time. It was effort. It was hope. That night, I couldn't sleep. My mind kept replaying every mistake I made, and then I asked myself one question. If I quit now, what changes? Nothing. I would still be broke, still confused, still searching for direction. The only difference is I would also lose the dream. That's when I realized something important. Failure only becomes permanent when you quit. So I made a decision. I'm not quitting, I'm rebuilding. Right now, I don't have capital. I can't buy a funded account yet. I can't trade big money. But that doesn't mean I stopped. I went back to demo, back to studying, back to discipline, because skill comes before money. And when opportunity comes, I want to be ready. Now I focus on building consistency, building patience, building emotional control, learning to trade like a professional, not a gambler. Now I only trade XAU over USD and GBP over USD. 2 pairs, 1 strategy, total focus. Because trading is not about making fast money. It's about becoming the kind of person who can manage money. I know the journey will take time. I know there will be more mistakes, but I also know one thing: I will not give up. I'm documenting this journey for one reason. So one day, when I finally make it, you will know it wasn't luck. It was persistence. It was discipline. It was refusing to quit when quitting was easier. If you're watching this and you're struggling too, if you lost money, if you feel like you're behind in life, don't quit. Your story might just be starting. Sometimes losing everything is the lesson that builds you into someone stronger. If you believe in comeback stories, comment the word rebuild. So one day we can come back to this video and say, we didn't give up. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear that it's okay to fail as long as you don't quit. Subscribe to SHEMA FX. This is just the beginning.